Hello, guys. Good evening, good day, wherever you are. This is Marhel Polito. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Marhel Reacts, and here on Twitch, Marhel P. That's my username here. So before we get to I wanna customize the color. So yeah, guys, it's been a ride, and we are here on the on tonight. I'll be reacting to Big Brother Australia 2021 episode 15. So last night, Big Brother Australia 20, episode 15 was premiered, and I haven't watched that yet because it gets delayed with time zones. Of course, I live from the Philippines, so I expect to people to upload a video of this episode the next day. So that's why I haven't caught up yet. So I am already 2 days behind, 2 episodes behind. I mean, so yeah. So recap from last week's episode. I did really catch up though. On the last episode, three house guests were evicted. We have seen Alex went home, one of the twins, and then Charlotte, the original Charlotte, and then Gab. After minutes, he just self evict. Like, how come you did not just self evict before Charlotte just evict? You know, I hope that she came back in this episode. Like, are there still any hopes there that she would come back? Like, because she's robbed. I mean, she's robbed in that manner. Gab should have went home in that instead of Charlotte. So, so tonight we'll be seeing another episode, and I've heard that there will be a great twist that's coming on the episode. So, what could that possibly be? So, without further ado, let's watch this episode. Let's go. I hope that the audio is not really that loud because I am watching through Dailymotion. Oh, it's not functioning. StreamYard. So, guys, yeah, I'm chilling. Hello, guys. This is Marhel Reacts. So, if you are following my YouTube account, please follow me and subscribe me there on Marhel Reacts. And if you are watching here on Twitch, just follow me always with with just search Marhel P, or just with this link, just subscribe and follow me for more contents about Big Brother Australia 2021. So let's do the recap of the episode 15. So earlier in this episode, episode 34, we saw Christina um, wanted to cuddle up on Brenton in the middle of the night, like what he did, and she did, and that happens again in the next day with Brenton, crawling to Christina's bed, and they kissed, like whatever. So the showmans and the power couple is there already. So yeah, so so we have seen the first part of the episode where they have to, they've been starving, they want good foods to eat, but you know, no more tasks this time, but I will give you, you know, a reward of being here for 34 days. So Big Brother treated them with a fancy foods, a lot of foods that they want, chicken, steak, wine, and a lot of stuffs, but one condition, that they will be attached to something that's getting them electrocuted. So they went outside to the pool area where there's a long table there, and in front of them is the kitchen area where the staffs would really give them foods to eat. And I should stop this. Yeah. Uh, so I'll be here. Yeah. So going back, so they have to get those foods up. Go, I don't know where is there's a video in here, like remove. Um, I just still functioning here. Oh, yeah. I just wanna kick this off. So yeah, so they really have to do that by pair, and you know, we have seen electrocuted people where Danny did that. He loses all the foods because he just used only one food. The mothers are doing incredible with SJ, Mary, and Adriana. They're good. Like what Mary said, they haven't experienced pain yet in their lives, like birth, like the females do their cycle every month. So yeah, so so they have done that successfully by transporting their foods from the other side to their tables, 6 meters apart. So others were really getting electrocuted a lot. Like Ari's food were just boom, bloop in the floor, and some of the drinks were thrown away, but there were some getting were getting successful in transporting their food to the other side. So most of them really had eaten their food very nice, and some were didn't enjoy that, especially Danielle, because he just threw his food out on the loop. Well, we have seen also Mitch as the last one because he's seen as the big muscles and a lot of stuff. So he was put it on like a lot twice more than the other house guys. So so a lot of stuff, but he managed to successfully transport most of, I think, all of his food. So they were eating chicken, steak, and that's I'm craving. Like I'm really hungry right now talking about that since the time right now is already 1 a.m. in the morning. So I want those foods. But yeah, proceed to this. We have also seen this Irish rumor about the peanut butter that was used by Brenton for the saute chicken. Well, I didn't like he Brenton said that he did not even use even a single spoon there. So, but Ari like makes rumors about it. He talked to Jess. He then Jess talks to SJ, to Mary, to Charlotte, and SJ talked to Sid. Then Christina heard that rumor, and Christina told Brenton, and Brenton went to the living room and like asked where this rumor got. He just want to clear his name, and then Ari just got like it turns to him back again. So he's seen as a liar in that part. He created rumors and he cannot act. He didn't admit it yet. He can't like he has no like there's no other direction, but you know he cannot find a way to to get through that obstacle. It's like you can't pass through it because it's basically you. So that's what happens. So instead that you know it could be a target on Brenton's back because of peanut butter, like what Daniel said, it's not a big deal. Everybody cooks food, like yeah, hello. Like I'm not a fan of peanut butter, so it's not a big deal for me. Like Christina said, it's a golden. That's the golden food in the house. Well, I think Australians love peanut butter. I don't. So yeah. So next is so instead of Ari wanting Brenton's name to be the target, it turns back to him. So Brenton's name was cleared, but people have still seen them. Christina and Brenton really cuddled up all day long, talking to each other, although without talking strategy, but as a couple, like hello. So people seen that gesture, and then that evening they kissed, where Charlotte saw um, Brenton crawling from one bedroom to the other. So the next episode, the next day, we have seen a nomination challenge. Nothing really that happened on the episode so far. The next day, that's day 35. So the nomination challenge, where I love the challenge though. I haven't seen that competition yet in any Big Brother, especially the balloon one last time. I haven't seen those challenges yet. from the other franchise, so that's good. At least it's fresh in in my in my mind. And also, so since there's only 13 in the house, it was supposed to be 14 if Gabe self-evict before Charlotte, the original Charlotte, was evicted. If Charlotte was saved in that last episode, she would still be in the competition right now and doing the nomination challenge with 7 pairs. But oddly, there are only 13 left in the house, and it's a tag team challenge. It's a team challenge, so there's obviously 12 uh, individuals who needs to participate. So the odd one is safe from eviction, safe from domination, safe from the nomination challenge. So she will not be participating the challenge, and it was the new Charlotte, where I love the new Charlotte rather than the old Charlotte. But I would still love old Charlotte for Aries game. But other than that, no. That Charlotte that we have right now is calm piece, and I love her. So good thing that she got that ball, so she is safe from nomination and eviction. Good for her, Charlotte. Kudos to you in that. It's lucky. Sometimes you have to win those kind of stuffs for you to be safe. So we have seen Marley and Mitch partnered up, Daniel and Adriana, as Jean Marie as always, Ari and Christina, Brenton and Sid, and Tilly and Christina on the other side. So we had it. I think it took them almost an hour to complete the task. So like you have to really have a good rhythm. Like I always say that on every competition, you have to really know the balance, and you have to have a good communication with your partner. As to the movement, the leading, and also what I've noticed a while ago, like SJ's and Mary's disadvantage was that they have no, like they're short. They have it's short in heights. Like when they have, I've seen them stack the second level, but when it's time to the third, like they could just barely reach the second level. How could they just put the third level without losing their balance? And I think that's unfair. I think, but they chose to be with the partners, so it's their choice basically. So we have seen I think only Brenton and Sid and you know and I think Ari and Christina were also catching up, but Brenton and Sid had had their 15th and 16th block, but Brenton got slipped on focusing by looking at the other team's performance. That's why he he was disconnected from his focus, and he let the blocks let go down, which said like they're almost winning. Like for me, I think in his thoughts there, he knew that him and Christina are in trouble because they've seen as a power couple already. So he should have won that if he like if you laser focus, like forget about the performance of others. Maybe he would win. That's an disadvantage when you're competing with other people because you just want to see the performance of others as well. But sometimes you have to really focus on what you're doing and not compare notes with everybody on how they do it because you have to really get hone into your own thing. So yeah, and it's so sad that they're they're losing that in that point. So no, Mitch and Marley won the domination challenge, and with me, like I they have no target on their back, and I think like what I said until you, every time she won, that they don't really need to win that competition because that would put a target on their back, especially to Mitch. He's seen as a competent already. He had won 3 competitions in a row, and where he where he competed, and that's a target on his back because people would want to win, and if they end up losing to Mitch again and again and again, that's gonna be disheartening. And like if it's for me, if I was in the house, if it for me in my position is I'm not a threat in the house. I'm not uh, someone who's probably going home because you've seen people battling each other and they wanted people to get out of their eyes, and you're not one of those. You have to keep your your position set aside. Like I don't need to win at this competition, but Mitch and Marley wanted to have good resumes and they wanted to win because that's the nature of boys, the men. Like you know what I mean. We want to win all the time. So that's basically what's happening. They have won, and then they nominated Adriana because the fact that Marley is the one who chose Adriana because of the fact that you know he doesn't know where Adriana you know stand on, like he doesn't know where Adriana had trust or like um had aligned with in this competition right now. So she's on the block. I think I got that point. Christina was nominated second and third because they were seen already as a power couple with Brenton. So yeah, and Ari because both Marley and Mitch's target was Ari. But it turns out that the whole house wanted Christina out. Like your purpose for targeting Ari is not happening. So yeah. So like this is what I'm saying. If Christina or if Brenton hadn't been in the house, she would still probably in the middle or like fooling until the end. Like she wouldn't be seen as a target because like she hadn't won any challenges like once, but because people seeing them with Brenton is you know they will be targeted as for me if you are in a showman's, if I've seen a people with showman's, and especially the guy is the comp threat in the game, probably the girl would like no matter what Brenton would say, Christina and Christina would do the same for Brenton. Like they're a duo that will not be able to like separate. Also, we have seen Marley and Jessie, of course, and but they are friendship, but they're not really the winning. I mean, previously, before this, SJ and Miller are power couple, power duo, but they're not a threat. They haven't won anything in this game yet, so that's why. So probably they have seen Christina as a threat because she's linked up with Renton. I mean, showmans in this game are dangerous and they want to take you out as early as possible. Like but as you said, this is not romantic island. This is Big Brother. So that's it. So Ari, Christina, and Adriana are up for eviction. And then Ari really pitched so hard to get out Christina. And he always says that I'm good with you. I haven't turned back on everybody. That's what he pitched also in the eviction room. And also Christina also did some works. Adriana didn't do anything, I think, because I think she's a safe vote in that manner. So Christina was in that position because she's just linked up with Brenton. If Brenton hasn't been in the house, she would still be safe right now. Right now, like what she said on Fashion Room, like she said that she'd have to think about she had to needs to listen to her head than to her heart, but she's not listening to it. She's listening to her heart. You know what I mean? So that's really like that's reasonable. And heading towards eviction room, it gets heated, and I think the people are really close deal on evicting Christina. But the twist, I just don't understand the logic of saying the twist. Like I don't know. Like I'm still confused. Like why would what they should have told that after the first after the three Walking Dead housemates. Like it's because the room is in the panic room. That's why they just have to say it. You know, with in regards to that twist, they could just like think about Aries being the Walking Dead, but they did not. So they're still locked in on Christina voting out, but she ended up being the Walking Dead. So 2 votes for Adriana, 2 votes for Ari, and 7 votes for Christina, and that's a lot. So she was shocked who voted for her. She went to the panic room, and yeah, in the next preview, she saw that she counted names of people who wanted to vote her out and boxing, boxing, boxing. So it's time for revenge. But like what Sonia said, there will be 3 Walking Dead housemates. They are not allowed to vote. They are not allowed to do nomination challenge. They are not allowed to have all the uh, housemate privileges. So they basically is just there, staying there. They cannot do swimming pool. They cannot do the comfort rooms. They cannot do eating with the housemate. So at the end of the 3 evictions or the Walking Dead housemates, probably the 3 of them would fight it out to have, to go back again on the house. So they basically 3 evicted house gets battling out for one position. So who would be the 2 other Walking Dead housemates? So any guesses who are they? So the episode 16 just, you know, episode 16 just premiered hours ago. So I think I will not be watching or looking at my social media accounts, Instagram and Twitter and Big Brother Australia, because I will be spoiled. And I don't want to be spoiled. I don't want to be like hype, like, oh my God, who went home? But, you know, crazy Facebook groups with chats and everything, I will really be spoiled. But my thoughts on Christina being in the walking room or Walking Dead, well, good for her. I know. I mean, I like Ari more than her. She hasn't won anything except with Tilly. Yeah, I remembered her and Tilly on that competition. Yeah, I kind of forgot what competition that was. No, no, it's not Tilly and it was Tilly and Melissa. It was Danielle and Christina, where they had partnered up and won that challenge. Yeah, where she regretted winning because she knows that Danielle will take over that nomination vote. You know, but whatever it is, she hasn't really been that a winner or like a competition in the house yet. So there's nothing to say about her. So, as from Christina, if you end up going back to the house and win that challenge, win competitions and get people out, then I would root for you. But so far right now, I'm still afloat with like lacking you because you're with Benton. Probably you still basically hooked up if you're still in the house after this Walking Dead competition, whatever. So going back, I'm still rooting for Sid and Ari. I'm not rooting for Jess anymore. I have still a soft spot for Marley. I'm going for Charlotte, Adriana, SJ, and Miri. That's 7 of them. I don't like the others anymore, and whatever. So the next episode, I hope I will not be spoiled with the other accounts with episode 16. So tomorrow again, guys, I will be watching this again tomorrow night. I hope that I will be early so people would watch still with me on the earlier day, earlier night. So guys, what are your thoughts on this episode 15? Christina is on the walking as a Walking Dead housemate. And what are your thoughts? What are you feeling about this twist? Do you like it or are you like Ari who wanted someone to go home already. I mean, if I were in the house, I would probably wanted to evict people already. For me to go near the finale. But that's the twist. That's Big Brother. It's not Amazing Race. This is not Survivor. There's a lot of twists that's coming, I think, on our way, and there's still some rooms that will be discovered in the house, I think. And there's still 13 house guests still in the game. So, guys, what are you rooting for? I want to know your favorites so far this season. And that's all, guys. So, follow me on Twitch, MarhelP, and on my YouTube account, Marhel Reacts. So, for more content about Big Brother Australia, and on my Twitter account, asterisk marxxv, I know underscore marxxv. So, that's it, guys. I hope that you have a good day, have fun in your life, be safe, and be careful. And God bless everybody. Thank you for watching, and see you on my next reaction on episode 16 of Big Brother Australia. Like, I want Angela to go back. Okay, see you. Thank you guys. Good night. God bless.